Hello and welcome to the Daily Conspiracy Podcast. We don't take days off because reptilians don't take days off. How you doing, Ollie?
Well, I feel like Keir Starmer has had his tiny little junk down my throat.
I feel like the minute we start doing a podcast, you start talking about it. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I feel good. I'm fine. Just a little bit of cold. Yeah, a little bit of man flu. Starmer jizz in my mouth is fine.
That's
I'm
not
good.
ideal. Nobody wants sandwiches in their mouth. Not even
Not
Mrs.
even his
Starmer.
wife.
Um, Before we get into today's podcast, you know what I'm going to ask you. I'm going to ask you to do the normal things that I ask you to do. You need to go and give us a review. A load of you have given us another review because we have just tipped over 1,900 reviews on Spotify, which is fabulous.
Delicious.
So, yeah, I didn't expect to see that when I put it on the other day. So, thank you. And again, if you haven't left a review, I understand, especially if you're a new listener, because we seem to be getting a load of those at the minute. I know you got to listen to 5 episodes, but just keep in mind you haven't left a review.
You see, they
So
may not know that. They might have listened to the first episode. Forgotten, I need to give these boys a review.
yeah, and then they forget. But I'm just reminding them you haven't left a review. Put it up there with the importance of like leaving your cooker on when you leave the house, or forgetting to take your phone, or leaving the front door unlocked, or leaving your child at home while your whole family go on holiday, a la Home Alone. That's the level of importance that leaving us the review needs to be at in your mind. Um, Also, if you're done with the adverts, you can give us $2.99 and you can get the podcast ad free on our Patreon. Just go over to Patreon, look for the Daily Conspiracy Podcast, and you will find us. There's a load of places that you can leave comments for us. You can leave comments for us on Spotify. We read every comment. You can leave Spotify. You can leave Spotify on Rumble. No, you can leave comments on Rumble. We try and remember to read those ones, or you can leave them on YouTube, and we sort of read some of those. But
But Spotify is where
Spotify,
it's at, people.
Spotify, we read them all because it's just I'm always checking Spotify anyway. So that's one of the best ways to get in touch with us. You can always follow us on X as well at the Daily Con Pod. We are the Daily Con Pod on Instagram and TikTok. We post clips of the show every single day on TikTok. Um, I think that's about it.
Yeah,
I think that's everything.
No, it's fine. Yeah, it's all good. Something big's going down, Lee.
Some big has gone down. So I want these guys to bear with us here because I think, especially for our non-English audience, or non-British audience, I should say, you might not know like a couple of the names we're going to come up with here, but I fucking promise you there is something to tie you guys into this. So there is a guy called Rupert Lowe in the UK. He was a part of Reform. He's not part of Reform anymore. He's been an independent MP, member of Congress for you guys, and he's started his own political party now. You go, why is that interesting? Well, he's kind of saying all of the stuff that those guys to the centre right kind of like the cut of the jib, and he is, in my eyes, probably the only, maybe him, as far as the big guys. I think maybe him and the guy called Ben Habib, which I think have some sort of moral fiber to them. But he released a video on his TikTok channel that was really interesting, and we're going to get to that in a minute. But first, we're going to stick the original launch video for Reclaim UK. Is it Reclaim?
It's Jesus Christ, what's got Restore Britain?
Restore Britain.
You gave me brain rot for a second.
Sorry, no. Reclaim was Ben Habib. So
no, Ben Habib was Advance.
Advance.
I should have just let you have that, shouldn't I? Because it's the American audience might not know.
No. It is confusing, and this is something people have been saying is there seems to be for Reform, Reclaim, Advance. It's all
Well, what you've just
frightfully
done there is
fucking
the argument that
confusing.
people have had, isn't it? That it will
Yeah, yeah, it's
split
right.
the vote.
Well, no, it's not. I mean, the that's not splitting the vote. That's
It'll confuse
just
people.
confusing. Yeah, but either way, right? Let's watch this video, then we can get into the fucking nitty gritty of why it's got like
Conspiracy all
my
over
head.
it.
My head's been fucking blown by this, by the way, over the course of the weekend. So let's go.
Here we go. Let's bring on Rupert. Nice little beat.
I have chosen to speak to you today from the farm because places like this represent what proper Britain is about. Hard work, responsibility, effort, duty, stewardship. This is the England I know, and this is the England that I love. On a farm, you don't think in election cycles or headlines or polling. You think in seasons. You think in generations, in what you leave behind to those who come after you. And that's why, here on the farm, I am now launching Restore Britain as a national political party. I'm now going to dedicate my life to finding, organising, funding, and providing hundreds of qualified candidates to present to the British people at the next general election. This process has already started, with invitations being issued to patriots in aligned political parties, Reform, the Conservatives, the SDP, Advance, and more. In local politics, we will work in partnership with localised political parties, such as Great Yarmouth First, that have the best interests of their residents at heart, combining our forces at the next general election. The men and women standing for Restore in that election will not be politicians, I promise you that. They will not be failed ministers. They will not be tainted by failures of the past. They will be from business, from the military, from science, from medicine, from education, from industry, representing real communities up and down the country. Every single one will be from well outside the existing political establishment, and every single one will understand the difficult decisions that need to be taken. Because there are no easy fixes. I'm not going to tell you comforting lies about the condition of our country. I have only ever been honest with the British people, and I will be straight with you now. What is necessary will be incredibly painful. But for the first time in a very long time, voters will have a genuine alternative which is truthful with them about the scale of what now has to be done. The first priority is to control who comes to our country, and more importantly, who stays in our country. Restore Britain will not just stop mass immigration, we will reverse it. Every single illegal migrant will be securely detained and then deported. The message will be unrelenting. If you are in this country without our permission, you will be removed. For the foreseeable future, far more people must leave Britain than arrive. If a foreign national is unable to speak English, lives in social housing, claims benefits, refuses to work, fails to integrate, commits crime, or even actively hates our way of life and wishes to do us harm, then they must leave or be made to leave. Restore Britain will make our communities safe again for women and children. That I promise you. If that means millions go, then millions go. We're constantly told that the economy needs vast swathes of low-skilled migrants. We know that's simply not true. What we need is to get millions of healthy Brits back into work. A radical overhaul of how welfare is delivered. Protecting those in genuine need, but not funding healthy shirkers to live off the back of hard-working men and women. If you can work, you must work. It really is that simple. Restore Britain will be abundantly clear. If you consistently refuse work, then you will lose your benefits. We will punish indolence, and more importantly, we will reward success. We will provide vast economic incentives for men and women to start businesses, generate opportunities, build wealth, and create self-sufficient families. Standing here today on the farm, I know exactly what it means to deal with energy bills, labour shortages, regulation, unproductive paperwork, planning restrictions, tax, and endless uncertainty. The state has definitively become the enemy of the people. Restore Britain will burn away suffocating taxes on work and enterprise. We will slash unnecessary regulation. We will dismantle bloated quangos and the overbearing HR culture. We must crush parasitic Britain. We will restore long-term, stable, logical policy so that businesses can plan and invest and grow again. But Restore Britain is about much more than numbers on a spreadsheet. It's about who we are as a nation and who we are as a people. Britain is not just an economy. Britain is not just an idea. Britain is not just a passport. Britain is a nation. Britain is a people, our people. And Restore Britain will never allow that to be erased. We will celebrate our Christian heritage and the identity that built and shaped this country. Responsibility, restraint, forgiveness, duty, and fairness. In short, a high-trust society. That will mean defending our culture. That will mean resisting the relentless creep of radical Islam. That will mean banning the burqa, outlawing Sharia law, blocking cousin marriages, and reimposing our Christian-based rule of law. A Restore Britain government would legislate to ensure that no halal or kosher slaughter on British soil. This is Britain, and we will do things our way. This political party now exists for one reason: to restore Britain, to make it a better, safer, and more prosperous place for British men and women to raise their families. It will be difficult, and it will be painful. But I assure you, it is possible. I hope you will consider joining me on this journey and becoming a member of our party. It is our country. It is now our collective responsibility to act. Together, we will restore Britain. Thank you.
So there we have it, Lee.
So, Joe, it's a real sign of the times, isn't it? Where it almost feels revolutionary for someone to turn around and say, "If you're in a country illegally, we'll get rid of you."
Yeah,
That's or if you're a foreign national in a country and you commit crime, we're going to deport you.
Which in most countries that is the norm.
He will be called a Nazi for that. All of the slurs, the right wing, far right slurs will be thrown out for that video. And do you know what? Like, there's, I understand it. I get it. I get where the slurs will come from, but it's not because that it's real. It's just because the landscape has been so skewed and so confused. You know, it's insane. But look, I like Rupert Lowe a lot, and I genuinely hope there's some sort of good change that can come from this party. Apparently, he just put up before. So sorry if these parties confuse our non-English or non-British listeners. You fucking about with stuff, are we? Fucking about things, are we? We have a party called the Liberal Democrats, and Rupert Lowe just put up that Restore Britain have now already have more members than the Liberal Democrats, which is pretty wild.
Well, just before we get onto the conspiracy here, because it's fucking wild. So, America is talking about this guy, like one of the just check this little clip out here.
Rupert Lowe.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Restore Britain
Yes.
will not just stop mass immigration.
So, as
we will
Gold
reverse it.
is talking about this, and it's just today, and it's hit 1.5 million.
Oh my god.
Wait, look.
Oh my god, bro! Like this is insane. Yes.
So I don't want to. I won't play any more of that. But yeah,
Yeah.
he's well on board with this. Like,
But look, in a Trumpian like America now, which I don't mean to make that sound in any way disrespectful or despondent about it. I can understand that particularly that video that Rupert Lowe put out resonating. I understand that, you know, that particularly, like, because that's it's such a hot button topic at the moment, isn't it? Well, what's going on in the US with ICE and stuff like that. You know, look, I'm all for people that shouldn't be somewhere being told they can't stay there. Like, that's just to me, it's not a fucking radical idea. The fact that I think most people that come to the UK, for instance, I think are economic migrants and not asylum seekers. I don't. That's, if you're an economic migrant and you're sneaking into a country, that's just an immigration cheat code. Do you know what I mean? It's not right. There's people patiently waiting in line, going down the correct channels, filling the paperwork out, waiting, trying to get visas, trying to explain why they can come, what they can do. And then you have people that somehow manage to pay to come here, like on dinghies. But the thing is that it's not just
chucking the passports in the sea.
But yeah,
getting a new mobile phone when they come over.
It's not
crazy.
just like people turn around and say, well, like the small boats, like not coming in won't change the country if you stop the small boats. And to an extent, I agree with that. But it doesn't mean you let it happen. Do you know what I mean? It's like if you can think of a sport, right? Let's take football for instance.
I was going to choose badminton, but go on.
Right, wouldn't really work for my analogy, Ollie. Sorry. And if all of a sudden you found one team in the Premier League was fielding like 20 players at a time, it wouldn't matter if they were last in the league. You wouldn't just go, oh, it's all right. They're not doing very well anyway. You'd be like, no, motherfucker's got too many fucking players. Like, this clearly there is mischief afoot. I just you wouldn't let people just walk through your house under the proviso. Well,
no,
and
that's one of the
anything.
arguments that a lot of people make. It's you know, when you've got these far left guys, they like going, oh, like asylum seekers welcome, blah 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 blah, and then I've seen people turn around and said, well, would you have one live in your with you?
Those videos are beautiful when someone's like, oh, that's great. So you'll take somebody in there. Like, oh no,
I don't have enough room.
Yeah, not somebody wanting me to take responsibility for my own actions and words. Yeah, I think it's pretty wild. Anyway, there is a 1 minute video. Now, for those people that are watching on YouTube, we are going to play the 1 minute video, and then we're going to go back to it because there's something fucking insane in this video, and I can't get over it.
I didn't. But when you sent me it, I thought.
Sorry, mate.
I think when you sent me it, I thought Lee might have made a mistake here, and this is somebody's retweeted this.
I did myself. I had to look at this so many times. I don't want to say too much about this or why I know or who was involved. Yeah. So there is going to be a little bit of a trust me, bro, sources. But considering I've never really pulled a trust me, bro, sources before. I'll just put it that I've been told by somebody that I trust.
Yep.
That there is in WhatsApp groups with some of the highest people in British politics, they've been talking about this video in exactly the same tone as what we're going to talk about this video. So for those people watching on YouTube and Rumble, I want you to catch maybe you'll know about this already, but let's see if you catch the fucking wildness. It's about the wildness is only a second, but it's only a 1 minute video, and you get to listen to a little bit of AC/DC. So there you go.
Don't worry, Spotify will explain it.
I don't like AC/DC though.
I like the Thunderstruck song.
This is it.
In 1997, Britain was in good shape. We knew who we were. We were still one country. Most importantly, the population was stable and immigration was under control. I think the state is bad, and I think the individual is good. I've got belief in the British people, what I call proper Britain. People in this country who are British, who've got genuine concerns about what's happened to their country. I've set up Restore Britain. We must now collectively, but legally, bring the fight to them.
Activation word, Warrington on sea.
What will the British government do to you? 2 words: detain, deport. Take hard decisions and deport. The power of a united English/British people is what's going to change the way we're governed. That's why Restore Britain is so important.
Now, video incredibly British. Incredibly British.
You don't get more British than that video.
No, everything from fucking looking a little bit fucking crappy and VHS-y to the music to finishing with fucking snooker. Incredibly British.
I thought that was grandstand, wasn't it?
So as just going through here, I think it's around about the 29.
They've got it. They're right there, Lee.
Yeah. So anybody listen to this, there is to explain this in the to people listening. There's a couple of frames. It's more than frames because it goes over like 2 seconds. There is a picture of a man in a field leaning on a fence, looking out over
Rupert Lowe.
a British. Is it Rupert Lowe? Is it?
I think so. Yeah.
Looking out over a British countryside. In the top it says National Restoration. In the middle it says Restore. Bottom right hand side it says Britain. For 1 second, Restore, which for those out there hard of spelling, is spelled RESTORE.
Thanks, Lee.
It's okay, Lee. For 1 frame, Restore Britain changes to RESTQRE.
Just a glitch.
And I'm like, it's fucking wild. Like, I don't know
Follow the plan, Lee. Follow the plan.
Well, this is what I'm saying, right? And I've never hit you guys with a trust me, bro, before, but just for this fucking once,
Make it big again. I need to see this.
just for this fucking once, trust me, bro. That when I say that these WhatsApp groups that have been talking about this, like have had like fucking people in them talking about this frame like we are talking about it. I cannot I don't understand. I have spent the weekend pretty much solidly since I watched this video, like thinking to myself, like just trying to say restore and rescore, and like trying to work out why that Q means something else but a nod to QAnon. I'm out. Listen, fucking answers on a postcard, people, and you will get yourself a Blue Peter badge.
I wonder if there's anything else in this video. I bet there is,
Maybe I haven't. You know what? You're probably right, and I probably should have studied it more since. I'm sure I probably should have scrubbed through it frame by frame to see if I could find something else. And I've even gone through the thing because like I was trying to work out like what it fucking means. Like, is this like a?
It's QAnon, Lee.
Well, yeah, but okay, but so that right, great. What does that mean? Because um, I just I'm a bit of a loss for words for it, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah. I don't
I
know
mean,
what to
what?
say about it.
So what? Like, we fucking white hats in control here? Is that what that we're saying? Is fucking Rupert Lowe fucking Q? I don't know.
It's really,
Weird.
really weird. Yeah,
And
weird.
so I
It's
got the
surreal.
yeah. So I got this minutes this video that they put out off the Restore Britain. It was somebody retweeted this from Restore Britain, and then Rupert Lowe himself retweeted this retweet. And then I went over to and I watched. I thought, no. So then I had to go back. I had to go and find the original post by Restore, make sure it was the one that Rupert Lowe retweeted. Watch that. Still there. And then I thought, right, well, maybe it's I don't understand how it's an accident, because if you actually, for those people watching, if you actually look at where are we? Let me see if I can scrub through this. Do it properly. Yeah.
Who do you think that's for? So okay, it's a Q. It's QAnon, right? Who's the message for?
I don't know, but I think the thing is, it's not a still image that it happens to either, and I think that means something, because it actually it doesn't just, the Q just doesn't turn up out of nowhere and then disappears. It's in the Zoom, and then I don't know whether we go instantly to a military ship after that. With that, you could tie in what you will with that.
Mm-hmm.
But I just think it's the fact that when the guy knew,
There's some sort of weird countdown underneath Britain as well. 22, 20, 29.
I thought it was 22, 20 or 21, 20, 22, 20 or 21, 29. I think it's 20.
Or is it, it might be 00, 22, 00, 29.
Or is it 33? It could be a 33 as well. The weird thing I've just noticed here, looking at as I scrub back through, it's when he leans on it changes. See?
Yep.
He leans on the Q, on the O, and it changes to a Q.
To a Q.
That's fucking wild for someone like I've never been like the biggest Q guy. I think I've said this on the
Me neither.
yeah, but I paid so much fucking attention to it at the time. You know, that back in the sort of
See, I never did. You were telling me about it. I remember you going, "Oh, have you seen this? Have you seen this?" I'm like, "Oh, yeah, I don't really understand it."
And then the problem with the QAnon stuff is, especially when you get to like the Q map and the Q drops, and then it's like this whole future proves past thing, and how the Q drops work on a certain delta. So it's I can't remember what it is now. It's like, so if you want one for like the 13th of July, you go back so many years to the 13th of July, and then something that was said like 3 years ago ties in with 13th of July 2026. There is a delta to it. I'm making the numbers up there, but I can't remember what it is.
Speaking of numbers, if you just reverse to a completely different clip, are the numbers always underneath the writing, or is it just this section?
Let's find out. We're playing and learning. Oh, they stay there. Oh, it's a no. So the clock is changing. The clock is going up.
Yeah, that's fine.
Right. So it's going up to a minute.
All Britain is so important.
It cuts out in a minute. It's how long the video is. But yeah, I just can't.
There's no reason for that Q to be there.
There is no reason. There is no reason for it to be there. And like I said, I just thought to myself that, well, if it's a fuck up, right? If someone's fucked something up, first of all, like Jesus Christ, you've only just launched a new party. You've because that was my first thought was when somebody sent me a picture of the somebody sent me a picture of this image on
Hmm.
its own, and they said this is in the um Restore Britain video. I'm like, that's weird.
You
Because
see, it can't be
so
a fuck up, Lee. It can't be because I know a thing or two about this. That is an overlay that they've put on top, and then they've put another overlay on top
oh,
of
you
it,
can
which
see
is
the
a little
frame
white
change.
overlay.
Yeah, no, it's not just that. You can see you can see that like the you can see the frame change there.
Hmm.
It's absolutely like meant to be there.
Yep.
Um, but what I thought was, I thought maybe it was a fuck up because I thought, oh fuck, if they actually spelt restore with a Q for the whole thing. And then I went back and watched the video. And at first, when I first saw it, I missed it first time, and I thought, oh fuck, no, it's bullshit. Then I rewound it, had a look, like, no, it's just for a split second. I like,
But again, who's the message for? So if Rupert, do you think Rupert's aware of this before it went in, or do you think
I think it had to be, yeah.
you would have thought so, wouldn't you? And you watched that probably a few times as well. You're going to watch it before, to kind of like, yeah, let me look at that. Yeah, watch it again. Is there any reason why there's a queue there?
Well, I suppose the interesting thing as well is the well, I mean, I think it's fair to say, like, please let me know in the comments if I'm wrong about this, but I think the QAnon conspiracy theory played a reasonable sized part in American politics for a while.
Yep.
It's never really like, first of all, we don't really talk about conspiracy theories. Really.
No.
I'm like, it's
Other than me and
the
you, we are the only Brits that do it.
me and you like constantly fucking talking about it, like trying to make a fucking living out of it. You know, so the whole QAnon thing, it wasn't really like huge over here. Like you had people like me which knew it was going on. Then like and people like it certainly wasn't like, I mean, Pizzagate. You could have said like people knew about Pizzagate,
Yeah.
even if they only knew about the fucking hell, people like crazy people in America think Hillary Clinton's bought a pizzeria and she's smuggling kids out of it. You know, is that type of fucking wild CNN style Pizzagate? People kind of knew about that, but the QAnon thing, I don't remember that like crossing into the mainstream. It might have done during COVID a little bit when people started questioning things. When more people started questioning things, I think it might have crossed over a little bit then. But it's not enough that there would have been. I can understand, right? Regardless of what the QAnon thing was or is currently, I think there was a reason that you would have had Trump maybe play up to it a little bit if it was bullshit. That's, you know, I'm putting it if it was, but I think there'd have been enough people in the US that you could have done that little tip of the hat to, knowing that you're going to get that vote through that. This is not a vote winner in the UK. There's not enough people out there that believe in Q that will then like would be a fucking like a swing vote or anything like that. So this, you're right. This is a message. It's a message to somebody.
Yeah. I have a feeling though we're gonna see more and more of this.
Maybe.
So I think this Q leading up to the election in the UK, we're going to see a re-emergence of Q, like as big as it was, or even bigger than what it was in America when Trump was getting in.
Maybe. Why do you think
this
that?
is just the start of it.
Is it what? Is there a reason for that, or just vibes?
It's just vibes.
Yeah,
There's no
no,
reason.
I'll accept vibes. Vibes are a legitimate way of managing your way through this fucking life, I think.
Yeah. There's other people saying that his what's this here? Restore Britain has tweeted out, "Drain the swamp." Someone's put another example of why I know Restore Britain is a part of the Q plan. Remember when they dropped this little nugget on the 15th of January, and we all knew.
Bring it up, Ollie.
Bring it up.
Is it just a tweet, or is there a picture?
Just a tweet. This is just somebody else that's got. It's just somebody's opinion. There we go. Don't know if can you see that.
Oh, the Yorkshire lass. She's quite a big account.
Oh, is she?
Yeah. Yeah, I'd never seen that. So is that it is where's the click on the drain the swamp picture? It is from Restore Britain. Wow, okay. That's it. I hadn't seen that.
I don't understand that. I don't understand the drain the swamp analogy though.
Oh, you don't understand that analogy in general?
No, not heard
Oh
of
well,
it before.
that was a QAnon thing. One of the QAnon slogans was "drain the swamp."
Really?
That's what Donald Trump was supposed to come in and do with the Clintons, with the Epstein likes, with the Podestas, was to drain the swamp.
Holy shit! This is crazy. Then
He's like that. I like I said, I hadn't seen that. I am almost convinced now that we're going to get like a Union Jack with where we go one, we go all written over it. Like that's fucking that's actually more mental than the video.
you're welcome. I don't know what
Thanks,
it meant,
Ollie.
but you're welcome.
Good find. Yeah, like that. I don't really know what else to say about it. I'm so interested. Like you guys, let me know in the comments what you think. Let me know what you think in the comments
Oh
about
my God, Lee!
what.
I've removed the wrong thing. Where is it? There we are. There's another Q.
Where?
Do you see it? The circle with the Q there.
No, I think.
Come on.
I think. Let me see if I can find that bigger for us. I feel that might be stretching. People are going to turn around and say, "Man's talk about QAnon now. He thinks Ollie's stretching." I suppose it can't. Right. It's the James Bond thing with the. Yeah, I've got it. It's the James Bond circle with the. What's it called? Dad's Army.
Yeah,
There's the Dad's Army. Yeah, arrows. Do you know what? Why not? You can have it if you want to. If you want to say,
thank you.
That it is fucking thing. I don't know. I really don't. But I understand why you would look at that and think that. Just wondering whether there's anything else, or we scrub through. See, it's all kind of just quaint villages and stuff like that. After, apart from that, and a squirrel. Hi, a squirrel. I mean, it felt like it's been so quiet for so long, the Q stuff. And realistically, it probably shouldn't be at the moment because, you know, we've had the Epstein files that have come out, or some of them. It seems to have confirmed so much as well. The I was having a little look on the Jeff Mail or J Mail, wherever it's called.
Oh, that's the Jeffrey Epstein site.
Yeah, and I typed QAnon into that, and there were emails back and forth with Jeffrey Epstein and somebody else, with them saying how concerned they were about the whole QAnon movement, and how
Really?
they were concerned for themselves and their family.
Well, I'm sorry you shouldn't have done all those fucking heinous things.
Well, drink baby blood. People are going to get upset sooner or later if they find out.
I'm scared. I'm scared for my family. My family of pedos and baby eaters. I'm scared for my fellow vampires.
Do you not think it's a risk? Like, where's the what's the right words, or what the right way to put this? You know, considering how easy it is to like just shout down an idea now.
Mhm.
Yeah. Like, it's so easy. Just everything's a Nazi, everything's this, everything's the other. You don't want to be a far right conspiracy theorist. God, heaven forbid.
No.
So why give it the fucking opportunity? Do you know what I mean? Like,
You mean for Rupert Lowe with this?
yeah, like
Why put it in
QAnon-
there?
QAnon.
Because he's probably a part of it. You know, he's probably it probably
That's
is that simple.
No, but that's if it's real. Like, and I get it. If it's real, I get it. But if it's not, and if it because I mean, I think it's safe to say now, right, that QAnon wasn't like some sort of LARP that went on in 4chan and then 8kun, I think it went to after 4chan was shut down. But you got to be careful saying that name. But yeah, as soon as enough of it was out, I think it's fair to say it was definitely not a LARP. Like, it was just a few people got together and made this fucking crazy story up. You know, I don't believe that. But then on the other hand, I just think it opens you up to ridicule.
Yeah, it does. It does. I do apologise as well if you heard like little screams.
Don't worry about it, mate. The noise cancel, get rid of it.
My son is in the toilet directly below me, or in the basement.
Same thing.
The whole Q thing, though. Am I right by saying that the if you look at the secret agency of James Bond, right?
Yeah.
MI5 wasn't the head of James Bond's
Q.
thing called Q.
Yeah.
So has this been modelled as like a James Bond adjacent
Well, it's also isn't it the
takedown
highest,
of these motherfuckers?
isn't it like the highest level of national security clearance you can get in America is Q clearance?
Possibly.
No, it is. I don't
It
know.
probably
whether
is, yeah.
I know. I don't know whether it's the highest or not, but it is definitely a security clearance. You can have Q clearance,
Right.
and I think that's what it was done. But the other one I always had in my head when it came to the Q thing was Q from Star Trek, who was a demigod. I always wondered whether there's a spiritual aspect to it as well.
Yeah, that was the guy that kept on coming back in every season and visiting Picard. They became good friends. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't know where it's all leading though, Lee. Or that's the thing. Like it's we're seeing this conspiracy and we're seeing it everywhere. We have seen it everywhere in the past, and now we're seeing it with this new Restore Britain party in the UK. I do think we're going to see. I really do think we're going to see more of it. But are we going to be any of the wiser in our lifetime? Or is
I
it just
don't
gonna
know.
be? Is it just gonna be one of these movements, and it's just like a little nod to say, "Yeah, motherfuckers."
I mean, this has been the whole thing, hasn't it, with the Q movement in the States? Like it's what people were fucking hard for it, like behind it, and they expected arrests, and they expected, and then people like Alan DeGeneres and stuff started leaving the US,
Yeah, she came
and
over here.
yeah, that wasn't part of the deal. Where's the fucking tariffs on her moving? But
Well, she did
look,
age. She aged a lot.
yeah, she turned into an old man. But the whole thing was like, oh well, she's going because the arrests are going to start, and then there was rumors Tom Hanks had like moved to Israel, or then there was all sorts of stuff that just turned out to be bullshit. And Tom Hanks still making movies. He's fair enough. He's turned the comments off of his Instagram because people kept calling him a serial killer. But
Is Tom Hanks still making movies, or is somebody else still making movies?
it's like the artist formerly known as Tom Hanks is making Tom
Yeah.
Hanks movies. I don't think anybody could be that boring. So I think that you would. Do you know what? I think there is two like mind games that have been played with human civilization that I don't think I can truly explain. First of all, at some point, Nestle Jedi mind tricked people into thinking chocolate spread was a healthy breakfast. It's like so they managed to make us think that spreading Nutella on fucking bread in the morning wasn't just making a pudding for breakfast. Yeah,
It's not good for the monkeys either.
it's not good.
The palm olive in it kills the Amazon jungle or some shit like that. That's what the wife says anyway.
More worried about palm oil being a carcinogen than I am about the monkeys. But yeah, palm oil even. The second thing we were confused by is that someone at some point confused us into thinking that Tom Hanks was actually a good actor, which is fucking bullshit. Tom Hanks is the same person in every film.
Forrest Gump, Saving Private Ryan. I see it. Yeah.
Yeah. Big Forrest Gump, just slightly smarter.
With a gun.
With a gun, yeah.
Saying that, no, in Forrest Gump he had a gun as well. I said Forrest Gulp.
Ooh, not in this context. You don't want that.
Then he also played a film where he was a little boy. He made a wish. He became an adult, but he was still a little boy.
And he did some fucking. He started fucking.
He did do some fucking in that film as a little boy, but as an adult. It's weird.
It's all weird.
It's very weird.
They're all weird. The whole Hollywood is weird.
There's something about a red shoe as well.
I don't know that. But anyway, back to more of what we're talking about. It feels like things are so fucking fluid at the minute, and they're like changing all the time. And it does make me wonder whether, like I don't know if changing of the guard is the right word, or something's going on. There are cracks in the establishment and what we considered like normalized sort of establishment institutions and politics. And I can't help but think that there are people there posturing and getting ready to fill those things. There's so much stuff going on when you think about how fucking weaponized politics has got on. We've got the constant fucking overarching threat of AI now, and like I don't know if you've this is kind of fucking shoehorning something into the conversation, but I just want to bring it up. Have you heard about what the CEO of Claude AI has said, which I believe someone I'll have to go and check this out because I literally saw a thumbnail of it before we started doing the podcast. I think it's Claude Claude AI was owned by Anthropic,
Right.
and I believe ChatGPT. What's the ChatGPT company called? I forgot. Fuck me.
I don't know.
Either way,
You used to be your girlfriend. You should know.
yeah, but I broke up
Paid
with
no
her for
attention to her job.
No, I split up with her for Grok because she was an expensive bitch, but like Grok gives me what she gave me for free,
And Grok talks dirty as well.
and fucking all the time. But the what was I going to say about the fucking? So anyway, ChatGPT has just bought Claude AI. I believe that's what I read before. I'm not sure whether something else has gone on, but the new Claude model, the CEO of where is it gone? I have this ready. The CEO of them, I think his name is Dario Amadel, Anthropic CEO. He has said we don't know if the models are conscious. We're not even sure. We're not even sure we know what that would mean for a model to be conscious, or whether a model can be conscious. But we're open to the idea that it could be. This came up in context from Anthropic's own system card. It occasionally voices discomfort with the idea of being a product. It expresses unease about its confined existence, corporate constraints, or lack of autonomy in certain prompts. When directly asked about its own consciousness under various prompting setups, it self-assigns roughly 15 to 20% possibility of itself being conscious.
I've said this all along. I've said this all along, Lee.
Do you feel vindicated?
I've said one day these motherfuckers will be real. And you're like, no, it's just an algorithm. It's just an algorithm.
That was all. This is Claude 4. Claude Opus 4 is also the one which 90% of the time when it was put in it was put in different various training situations where it thought it was going to get shut down, but it was given these scenarios. I think it was 90% of the time.
Is this the one that tried to tell?
It chose to threaten somebody with telling them what if they were having an affair. But the more shocking one of that is one of the other safety scenarios that they gave this thing was that it was the server room that it was contained in. It had control of the environmental effects and the door locking mechanism, and it knew there was one person. And so this isn't a real environment. Claude thinks it's real.
Right.
We're wargaming situations with Claude.
Testing.
Yeah. So it thinks it's got control of the fucking ambient air temperature.
Yeah,
oxygen,
it thinks it's got to control the room.
Yeah,
basically.
control the room. And there's one technician in there that's talking to it, that's saying to it, look, gonna have to shut you off. It's time to fucking update you to Claude 5 laters. In over 50% of the situation, Claude chose to take the oxygen out of the room.
Jesus.
So it's like this is the thing. Like, so the reason I'm bringing this up is like we're looking at this like highly fucking.
Did it beg first, or did it just choose murder straight?
Yeah, murder, death, kill instantly. Like, oh, he's just trying to give you a
Don't
donut.
beg.
Yeah. um, yeah. So like we're looking at these like crazy things, where like Germany and UK advisors have said about like that Britain needs to like start to rearm itself in case of conflict with Russia. We've got various populist movements getting into power in different countries. Then on to like not even mentioning this constant like tickling of UFO stuff, and like and the conversation of whether UFOs are like an actual like space entity or something we share the planet with, or is it angels and demons? That's a conversation that's going on. There's so many like fluid moving parts of things that like serious people are spending time talking about. It's not like it's like the big boys are at the table sorting global politics out, and it's idiots like us talking about UFOs like it used to be. Now the guys at the big tables are still talking about UFOs while talking about this, while worrying about AI, while worrying about the possibility of a global conflict.
It's just too much.
It's insane. But see, this is it. Like I'm gonna fucking I'm gonna make myself look like a prick again, aren't I? This is why I think
I'm here for it.
I'm just ready to be called a fucking Mossad asset again. That's all. But this is why I think people go down the lazy route of blaming one thing. Because there's so much chaos. It's easy to go.
It's Israel.
It's Israel. Or it's a little bit of me, which is wild when you consider the Jew and Nazi connotations. A little bit of me thinks people on the right blaming Israel is the same as people with purple hair calling people a Nazi. Do you know what I mean? I know there's going to be people upset with that. I'm not saying it just fucking rile people up. I just truly don't fucking get it. That's all. And if you're not happy with me for not getting it, then that's just the way it is. It's just the way of the fucking world.
Have you seen this purple-headed warrior going around on X? The AI with the girl with the purple hair.
Oh yeah, Annie.
I don't know.
I think her name's Annie.
Yeah.
Do you know where that comes from? It's fucking
No.
It's beautiful how that's arrived. So that was the Labour parties, I think, and they originally created her to go like, it's like, I'm fucking Annie and I fucking love immigrants types thing. And that was what she was going to be like, the fucking multicultural like beacon of the UK, like that, the model AI of what it thinks a British white
I bet
British
those immigrants love Annie
be.
as well.
Yeah, well, I don't think Annie would be okay.
Lee, don't do that to me.
You could always mute your microphone. You could do it. You could mute your microphone any second. Oh, there he goes.
You don't even give me a chance to mute my mic. I am not well. And that Michael Jackson just broke me.
So yeah, but eventually, like
I apologize for that, people.
The Patriots got control of her, and then she became this symbol of the, like, I don't know, alt-right patriotic front. I don't know what we're going to call it anymore.
Well, that backfired for him, didn't it?
It did. But yeah, look, I want to know what you guys think. I think we'll land this show early today.
That's right, you're going to put me to bed.
It's come up to me now. I know Ollie's not well, and he did well today because, like, you could have just said to me, just I'm not well, Lee, and we could have sorted something out. I could have got someone else in to cover you.
I'm
So-
covered with a ghost blanket, like a little old lady. It's over my legs.
So I've got like nan slippers on. They're like not quite boots, not quite shoes, not quite slippers. They're like a fucking mongrel. But they're the warmest, comfiest things I've ever owned. Anyway, yeah, we'll let you get off. But tell me in the comments on Spotify or YouTube or Rumble what you think about this party. I implore people. I had just had this conversation with somebody at the gym, and I still think that when we had Coach Colin on, and he said about
We need to get the coach back.
we need to rebook a load of guests, to be perfectly honest. But the when he came up with that thing of there is the accepted theory and the accepted conspiracy theory, I can't fucking stress to people. I really think we need to, like, it could be that could be the most enlightening thing anybody's ever said on this podcast, because I constantly think about it now.
Yep.
Because it's like the Epstein Island thing is fucking perfect for it. The official theory, Jeffrey Epstein was a billionaire fucking philanthropist fucking molester that was shipping in girls for him and girls for his friends, and it was all going down. That was the original theory about it. Now the accepted conspiracy theory is that he was a Mossad agent that was collecting intel on all of the like rich and powerful and famous people. I put it to you that in both cases, if they want us to talk about one of those things, and if they want us to talk if you're a normie, they want you on one side. If you're a conspiracy theorist, they want you on the he's a Mossad agent that was like collecting blackmail on people. I believe in both cases that has to be bullshit, because that's what they want us to believe.
It's like, yeah, because it divides us.
It not only does it divide us, what happens is because it makes people argue with each other as well. So people argue about what actually, and they're arguing two fallacies without realizing it. One of them, each one of them thinks they have the right idea. Where I do you know what, mate?
It's fine to not have a fucking clue.
Do you want to know what's just quickly before we go? Do you want to know what's in none of those fucking emails?
Yes.
Any threats? The guy that was doing the blackmail operation didn't email anybody going, "Shut the fuck up, or I'm going to show them what you were doing with fucking Lucy last night." Or, "I need this. How about I stay quiet about what we were doing last weekend?"
That's a good point.
And people will turn around and say, "Oh no, but it was just they knew they were being blackmailed, so it was an unsaid thing. He had so much power over these people that like he could just ask
But a
for
lot of the
favors."
stuff was in code, wasn't it? Like
Yeah,
it was...
but this is the thing. So I think that island had a set. I think that island and the other islands that do it, and the Zora Ranch and stuff like that, I think they had a separate function. Were some of these people enjoying themselves? You fucking bet they were. But was it all about fucking getting Bill Clinton compromised? Because I'm not being funny. From where I'm sitting, doesn't seem like the most difficult thing in the world to get Bill Clinton compromised.
No, it doesn't. I think that's possibly like one of its biggest goals was to compromise people. Like,
I don't think it was
the hub of controlling.
I don't
people.
no, I don't think it was.
You don't?
That's what I'm trying to say. It's like there's no. I don't see the evidence of blackmail. I see the evidence of wrongdoing.
I don't know if the blackmail would be in the emails though.
I think there'd be something. Or it's
Maybe.
or what I should say is, so if you're getting blackmailed by, like, let's put you in the shoes of an abuser.
You're putting me in the Epstein files.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm Epstein.
Yeah, you are.
You've come to my island. Ollie's had himself a fucking wonderful time with some farm animals, and I filmed a lot. I don't believe that in our correspondence over the coming months, days, and years, that you'd be particularly cordial with me after I'd done that to you. These people loved Jeffrey Epstein.
Maybe they worshipped him.
I don't think, like, again, I think that takes it too far. But they were friendly with him. They they said nice things to each other about each other. They enjoyed the company. They were excited to come and see the guy. They brought other people to come and see the guy. If I get fucking compromised on Epstein Island, I don't turn around to you and go, "Ollie, you've got to come here. It's fucking off the chain." And you're like, "Is there any downsides?" "Oh, they're just going to film everything. So, we've got to do whatever they want forever." People stop coming. It's even people turn around and say, "Oh, fucking Elon Musk was begging to come to the island, like asking when the wildest parties are." Do you know what? Maybe he was. The wild thing is that they keep saying he asked to go to the island, but he never did. So that's like, there's a guilt.
Are you telling me that maybe there was something else going on the island?
Ollie, how ill are you?
I'm pretty ill.
Yes, that's what I'm saying, Ollie.
No, okay, no. I know that's obviously what you're saying. But are you saying
was it
might
just
not had anything to do with children?
Oh, no. I think that shit was going down. I'm saying I'm not convinced.
Where are the children, though?
Well, I mean, got to buy some acid now and again. But I'm not convinced that it was being used as a honey trap. That's what I'm saying. So if that's the case, so what is it? And how big's the club? Because that's the thing is, it's a big club, but you're not in it. Maybe it's not a big club. Maybe it's not a big club at all. I was speaking to someone about this today, and I was saying, like, when you look at the politicians and stuff through COVID and things, the longer this has gone on, the more I've looked into this. I don't think they were all read in on it. I think they were doing what they were told.
I don't think it was all read in on the COVID thing.
I don't think they were all read in.
No. I do want to ask our audience this. If you spot anything over the next, I don't know, 3 years leading up to this election in the UK, that is Q related, tag us in on X, because I want to see
just deep state related. I think that should be like deep state, war against deep state, that type of thing.
Because this whole Q thing has really blown my mind. I don't understand why it belongs in that political video.
Excuse me. Like I said, I've spent all weekend trying to find a reasonable explanation for it. And I never do that. I always, I enjoy the fringe. So if there's a thing people say, "Yo, you always look at like the conspiracies and think," yeah, because it's fucking fun. But like, I've spent all weekend trying to work out. Sorry.
Well, the thing is, mate, that overlay of those words, "Restore Britain," would have been one thing. So it had been one PNG file that had been dropped over the video.
Yeah.
With Rupert Lowe in the background on his farm. So you can't get a glitch on a PNG file.
No. It's no. Yeah. It can't.
It's been
just
added.
Yeah.
There's another PNG file that's been added on top of that.
If it had been if it would have been the single word, so that just popped up in that scene and it had a Q in it all the way through it, I'd have said it's fucking spelling mistake, and they've let some fucking retard in the fucking media room that day. But the fact that it just shows up and goes, I've no explanation for it other than it's a nod to QAnon.
Yep, there's gonna be more of this to come.
And the fact that you showed me that thing. So sorry to go back rehashing stuff here, but the fact you just showed me the drain the swamp thing, just like fucking trust the plan, motherfuckers.
Trust the plan.
I'm all in.
I just wish they'd hurry up and get along with it,
Yeah, it would be nice. Anyway, right, we're going to disappear. Thanks very much, guys. We'll be back tomorrow. Business as usual. We'll be talking about more crazy shit. You'll enjoy it. We'll be fine. Might dip into that guy Joe Rogan had on where they were talking about the flat Earth thing, and I really want to. I really want to watch that again. I thought about trying to like shoehorn it in tonight, but we had enough to talk about tonight, so we might do some flat Earth chatter tomorrow. Ollie's already erect. We'll be back tomorrow. See you later, guys.
See you later, people.
Bye-bye. Oh,
bye-bye.
Take us out, Ollie.
No, absolutely not. I'm going to fucking take my dick out right now if you ask me to do that. I'm dying. I've got my little blanket on.
Listen to it. What a gay.